I'm gonna get the med kit. And I think my trinkets are pretty good, so just ready up and... Oops, someone already left. Oh, and another person. Can people stop leaving, like... Okay, bro. Okay, let's hope people don't leave in this run. And they're already leaving, that's just great. Let's hope more people don't leave like they did last time. Oh, I guess I didn't leave. Maybe they just got glitched. Let me change this back. Okay, that's better. Much better. Now let's try and get at least some of his mastery done. I don't expect to get it all done, but I want to get at least some of it done. And I need to go eat some bookshelves for mastery. No machines. Better get out of the distractor's way and go to the elevator. Doesn't he look so cute? Oh. Doesn't he look so cute? Look at him. He wouldn't hurt a soul. What's up these books? Come on. Yeah. Now I need to go use my ability. See a machine I can eat. Give me this. Use ability. Whoa. No. Let's get some mastery from eating bookshelves. Come on, eat the bookshelf.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm currently in the ADN program of Galen College of Nursing. I'm going to graduate from this program with the best knowledge I can have as a nurse. Gen Z and millennials are battling for relevance on TikTok. Who will win? Who cares? Today we're going to find out, so watch your head and mind the generational gap. The millennials cradled the internet through its infancy, spoon-feeding it rage comic panels and Harry Potter fan fiction. But now that the average Zoomer has a driver's license, they're now having to co-parent with a generation that's a little bit different than theirs. A generation that has a lot of
Are there
opinions
any machines?
about millennial humor.
Hey guys. So, I guess I just got dumped. I guess being nice to me isn't a thing.
I'm about to blow your mind. How, you might ask? Yeah. Allah has pizza. Pizza dance, pizza dance. Sorry you had to see that.
I woke up this morning and I said, I feel like adulting today, and so I did.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh yes,
It
a
sounded like
machine.
somebody said dirty pumpkin chai. You see, this kind of puts me in an awkward situation because I'm just teetering on the edge between millennial and Gen Z. I'm an older Gen Z.
Toodles, you had to come and ruin it, didn't you?
Was released when you could buy a Team Edward shirt at Walmart, and when Black Friday deals were worth pitching tents outside of Best Buy for. But there's also photo evidence of me doing this. Immediately shortened to less than a decade because the world is changing way too quickly now. I have far more in common with your average
Another
millennial than the
machine.
youngest Gen Z, who is
Guess I'll
currently
put up
11
my
years
goods
old,
elevator.
dual screening,
And I'll work on
Georgia
extracting this
animations,
machine.
and pregnant high school theater and improv comedy in college has basically inoculated me against any kind of shame or embarrassment.
Yum.
You can see it. Let me show you what it looks like. Keep it together, man.
This is not going
I
to
love
go.
you. I'm going to bat for you today. I'm your unpaid
Let's
defense lawyer,
rerun.
but this could literally
New
hold
run,
my
new me.
firstborn
Okay,
in
let's
my
go.
arms, fresh and slimy out of the womb, and
Decided
my
to
joy would still
change
not compare
out.
to the pure
What's it called?
ecstasy this woman is experiencing
Star
over
pillow for
pumpkin
magnifying
spice
glass for
cream
faster
cheese.
extraction. Pebble, can you hear? Can you ready up? Pebble, can you ready up?
Okay, so my cringeometer has reached max capacity. I cannot
Double.
handle seeing chewed up food in people's mouths. It's literal torture for me. If I am ever captured by enemies of the state, waterboarding will be unnecessary. Just force me to watch videos
Whoa,
of
why
people
is my
chewing with
graphics
their
so
mouths
high?
open. I will spill so many government secrets. But hey, we can call this woman cringe all we want, but she has over 1 million followers and is far happier than any of us will ever be, so who's the real winner? Auntie Lisa is often included in millennial core compilations, so she'll be an important piece of the puzzle as we build
Let's
our
see
profile
if
for what Gen Z perceives
I can
as
get my
millennial
hands
humor and finding
on
out
the
why my
machine.
generation hates it
No,
so
Poppy.
much. Let's keep looking.
I'm so excited that Taylor Swift gets to be small girl with Travis Kelce.
Footprint because of her very large private jets. This woman turned off her comment section, so I can only imagine that the judgment of the TikTok mob was swift and brutal. Is it
mastery.
time to retire
This
slow,
will-
George? I think those words might be in the
I
nursing home
need
already.
some more bookshelves to be eaten.
Small girl, she always dates these medium men, and now she has large. Why? You just make her look a good date. Let her be small girl.
The Taylor Swift fans
No, we're
truly
halfway
impress me.
done with that
I'm barely
one.
interested in what's going on in my own life, much less
Bookshelf
the life of
here.
a
I'm
random
gonna put
celebrity.
this.
Doing a baby boy said what in a healthy economy would be her mortgage-paying age is I
Oop, I
think
gotta
would
go.
annoy people, but all I can hear is Gru from Despicable Me, a movie that produced one of the worst songs
Let's
Pharrell
go, let's
Williams
go.
ever made, Despicable Me. That happy. When I hear that song, I become very unhappy, Mr. Williams.
There you go.
No spooky haircut this year. Just kidding. Spooky haircut. Spooky haircut.
Stress of on democracy crumble in real time, intercut with funny cat videos while scrolling social media.
I saw on
No,
TikTok that
no,
you can buy cheap creators.
no, I didn't mean to do that.
Yes, you can.
Oops.
Look at the cheese. It can. Do you want it? Yes. Sorry, everybody.
Still dealing with moderate to severe
Run away.
ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite
I
treatment?
accidentally used
Put
my
them in
ability.
check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
Can I get a machine?
Steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
I can't have this
Rapid
machine.
symptom relief.
No.
Visible repair of the intestinal lining.
And lasting steroid-free remission.
Okay.
Check, check, and check.
Revoke and lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infections, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection. Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep it there.
Ask your gastroenterologist about
Where
Rinvoq to
is
learn how AbbVie can help
Can
you
this logic
save.
get in the elevator?
Seems very sweet, but hearing her echoing screeches as I'm sitting alone in a booth consuming enough rounds of endless pasta to bankrupt the entire Olive Garden franchise would throw
My
me
friends
off
are trying to
my
invite me
groove
to
a little
Danny's
bit.
Hall.
By the way, guys, stop asking the waitstaff for the cheese graters. I read in the comments section that apparently enough people have been demanding these that the servers don't even have enough to get through their shift. You can just buy them off the evil Jeff Bezos website for like $20. Leave the waiters alone. This isn't Disneyland. The only thing magical about Olive Garden is how quickly they will escort you out of the building when you've almost eaten your money's worth.
As a 28-year-old toddler that spilled everything.
Do you think she dropped the cup on purpose? Or would an elaborate plan like that be too
Because that gives you stitches.
Ow, be careful with your skull. We wouldn't want you to regress back to a 28-year-old infant, now would we?
You're talking stainless steel.
Hey, have you noticed how quirky and clumsy she is? I'm just making sure that you guys are picking up on the subtext. That's my job.
Things around me at
Yeah.
like waist level seem to just fly away from me, like, and I'm like, ah! And then someone's like, why'd you throw that at me? And I'm like, me, I got nothing to do with that. So that's why I'm in plastic.
How long is this video?
Hurry, get an elevator, quick!
Visibly aged since we started.
What are you guys doing?
Why'd you throw that in my face? I'm like, didn't give me plastic.
Okay.
I think at 28 years
Listen,
old,
dude, I'm just trying to
you
get my
should
Squirm
leave the
mastery.
people around you to child-proof your environment so they can
Yeah.
avoid injury.
Or I
Anger
need
has
mastery.
turned to fear.
I was at my friend Tristan's wedding. I clanked the maid of honor upside the skull with a glass cup about 3 times and then shoulder checked.
I'm sorry, can we get a welfare check on the maid of honor, please? People thought she was slurring her words during the speech because of the champagne, but it was actually because her brain was hemorrhaging after being attacked on the dance floor by a quirky millennial.
Because whoever's in my proximity, that's the outcome. I don't know how to stop it. I'm trying.
Okay, I think I've hit my cringe quota for the day, and at this point we have enough information for our profile. All of these videos have been labeled as millennial
Oh,
humor,
that was quick.
and while all of them are different, there is a very
It's Vimo, I
obvious common
guess.
theme. All of these people are acting very childish, and I can see why these videos would irritate my generation, a generation that was forced to grow up very quickly. This type of humor might be super cute coming from a middle schooler, but it feels painfully fake and forced coming from someone in their late 20s to early 40s. Here's the catch though, this isn't really millennial humor. This is mostly white, former theater kid millennial humor.
I hopped into a coffee shop, and then my jaw dropped to shock when I saw a girl who had cool pants. They made me want to dance. I started to advance to tell her, and
It almost got me, but I dodged it. This is a specific subset of millennials that refuses to grow up in a lot of ways and start
We're losing
adulting, as they
people.
would say.
I'm a female millennial, which means I've been diagnosed
For parents, this is how you get Disney adults. The thing is, these people tend to be more active on social media, so they disproportionately represent their
That was a
generation,
bit
making it
laggy.
seem like
Let's
a large percentage
please
of
not do that
millennials act
again.
this way. Just like how not every Zoomer is doing TikTok dances on public sidewalks, not every millennial is having a breakdown at Harry Potter World. Now, I unfortunately have to take a quick sidebar here and call my generation out for something. While doing research for this video, I saw some of the most vile, dehumanizing and cruel comments, especially under the TikToks of Fuzz99 and Auntie Lisa. I genuinely dislike watching their content. It is not for me, but these people have done nothing wrong, and they do not deserve to be treated this way. So I want to ask my followers to go to Fuzz99 and Auntie Lisa's TikTok pages and spread a little positivity there. But hold on, millennials, don't get too comfortable. I'm not letting you off the hook just yet. As your unpaid defense lawyer, I may have absolved you of the cringe charges, but that doesn't mean that a lot of you guys aren't active participants in forcing a wedge between two of the most disenfranchised generations of modern history. Somehow, many of you seem to have forgotten what it felt like to be mocked and belittled by your parents and grandparents. You get on TikTok, pause for way too long at the beginning of the video, and post stuff like this.
Things millennials grew up with, I would
Bro.
send Gen Z into a coma. Like, our phones literally bent in half, and then when we hung up, we just snapped the phone in half.
You cute kids. You can have our 90s fashion. Take it. It's kind of epic. But you'll never understand.
Cause I ain't the one. Gone. Throw on my skinny jeans, shove my
Can you not
bones
run on a
inside
date? Let him go
out.
down.
Scream from the top of my lungs. Screw you, Gen Z.
How do you guys manage to infantilize Gen Z while also having beef with us at the same time? Most people in our generation actually had very similar childhoods to millennials as far as technology was concerned. My first phone was a flip phone, and all my favorite cartoons were on VHS tapes.
Stop
Also,
running
there was less than
in
100
RNG.
cases of teenagers eating Tide Pods in 2018. Can we just address that? Less than 100 in an entire generation.
Stop.
The generation you're actually describing, the helpless kids who can't spell their own names and can't go sets on the age of the doggo and reaches its zenith, pouring its warm light over our memes. Skippity toilet.
Oh yeah, the arcade map got reworked.
And we have an opportunity to
Awesome.
stop this tradition of previous generations hating and resenting the next. The cognitive development of Gen Alpha has been severely impacted by COVID and by the internet, and we can either give them a hand up to overcome these disadvantages, or we can just do what older generations have done and kick them while they're down. Generational feuds are incredibly stupid and pointless. No one ever actually wins, and it distracts us from what we all should actually be doing. Coming
Yeah, don't-
together to rise up and overthrow the ruling
I
class.
swear,
Anyways,
leave
I'm
me
gonna do
alone.
this heckin' video, but I'm just a small bean, and I'm
Oh,
really
get off my
tired from
machine.
adulting all day, so I think I'm gonna end it
Shelly,
here.
get off my machine. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw her take my machine. Why does Bubble keep coming my way with the Twisteds? Does he not know how to leave me alone?
My husband and I was in the ride share. The driver wasn't paying attention
And
and he
he
hit the vehicles in the front of him.
No,
I
no,
had
no,
to
no, no,
have
no,
a
no.
surgery where they had to
Humans have been haunted throughout history by the question, how did we get here? The majority of the population seek their answers from the sacred texts of organized religions. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. Others turn to science. Intelligence is an accident of evolution and not necessarily an advantage. Isaac Asimov. But then there are those who turn to the stars. Lord knows this planet feels like a hopeless place. I'm waiting for my spaceship to come back to me. Kesha. Guys, how will everyone know how smart I am if I don't start the video essay with quotes? Starseeds believe the journey with me as we talk about the influencers who think they're aliens. I know, bad idea. I stumbled across this video.
And the vampires came, so you grab the party, was
A dream catcher and an evil eye in the same car. Well, this was someone who was covering all their bases. Where are you going that you need this much protection? Are you planning on taking the highway to hell? Sometimes, though, she has to go on a trip to trip. Properties and a long history of use in ceremonies by many groups in South America. Some of
Where's
your favorite
Lost?
musicians, movie stars, and influencers have sought to medicate their midlife crises by participating in these ancient spiritual traditions.
Oh.
Personally, I prefer the more modern spiritual tradition involving a large pepperoni pizza, Adult Swim on the TV, and an unlabeled Ziploc bag full of something from a guy in your contacts list who goes by the Wizard. When it comes to what she believes, Shannon hits Control A and selects all, name-dropping whatever fits the rhyming scheme, from numerology to why is it always Cherokee, while celebrating the power of manifestation and observing the 60s
Whoa.
hippie tradition of denying trust fund allegations. Shannon also claims to have communicated with aliens. This is my favorite kind of harmless History Channel hooey. The plot of the worst Indiana Jones film, the guy at a party who claims to have experienced.
None of this is even real, man.
I'm gonna come do this machine.
To which the most appropriate
I need my
response is
mastery.
yes, of course I have. And peyote, another hallucinogenic cactus, allowed her to keep both of her kidneys. Sound heals. Every lyric medicinal truth. Sound transforms DNA. I might feel like Megan Thee Stallion than your usual Bay Area crystal baddie. A kidney infection can literally kill you. In another song, Shannon
Go.
explains that she is not from Earth. Light language? Pleiades? Lyran? Cultural appropriation Barbie was rapidly rifling through a Rolodex of very specific
No,
vocabulary
and Roger left.
that I've never heard of. So with the smell of her patchouli pleasure, and right now you can use my stackable discount code FROG to get 15% off site-wide. All of Lolo's products are made from
Ah,
ultra
yes.
smooth premium silicone and are fully
Scratch
waterproof,
dream.
like their best-selling Sona series, now featuring the Sona 3 Cruise. The Sona 3 Cruise features internal sensations without direct contact. With Smart Cruise Control, it's able to automatically adjust for a consistent experience regardless of pressure. Connected to the official Lalo app to unlock 2 exclusive new modes or share control with your partner using the Love Bridge feature. If you want a toy that's out of this world and will get you out of your pants, click the link in my description and use my code FROG for 15% off all Lalo products, stackable with any other discount. A quick search will tell you that Pleiades is a star cluster in the constellation Taurus. But what about the next line? Lyran is the race C. She's wearing cat ears and uses a lion emoji in the captions. Is this some kind of furry thing? Shannon seems to believe that she is a starseed, despite never actually using that term. According to a subset of New Age belief, there are many types of starseeds from different star zip codes, each with unique personality traits and missions to awaken the rest of us spiritually sleepy schlubs. That's right. The aliens are woke. The Lyran are described as very old souls that originated from the Lyra constellation. They are often associated with feline characteristics and depicted as part cat/lion. It's basically a furry thing. Souls that originated from Pleiades are usually referred to as Pleiadians, which, according to even worse, when I stumbled across this article by Jules Evans that hopscotches through the very dark, well, actually very white, history behind the term starseeds. Nordic aliens, or tall whites, make up a large percentage of contact stories, often sharing wisdom and warnings about the future. I probably don't have to explain why a prevailing myth of genetically superior beings guiding humanity to utopia, who just so happen to also check every box on a certain German dictator's wish list, has some troubling implications. In his book, Flying Saucers Have Landed, one of the first accounts of a Nordic alien, George Adamski describes his encounter with the tan blonde Venusian Orthon, who, while too camera shy to be photographed for some reason, told Adamski to make a cast of his footprints. Oh, wait, buddy. Looks like you got a little something there. Fellas, don't you hate it when you step out of your UFO and a swastika gets stuck to your shoe? More like Close Encounters members of the Third Reich realizes that human evolution was jump-started by aliens coming down to bone apes. Except they got a little too horny, breeding a bastard creation from which certain specimens are eugenics. Damn, I haven't seen space racism like this since George Lucas was in the writer's room.
Netflix gonna work, gonna make all the money.
The first person to really popularize the term starseed, though,
10
was
more.
an author named Brad Steiger.
I'll just go around eating from bookshelves then.
Derogatory, releasing titles on everything from werewolves to Christmas miracles. In the first chapter of their book, The Star People, they claim to have discovered intelligent alien life. Normal-looking men and women walking amongst us with powerful abilities. Suddenly, in the 70s, just in time to watch A New Hope at theaters and ski on that real good old-school snow, remembering their ancestral homes.
I need to complete a lot of machines.
You could be one
But
of
maybe
them.
I'll do
Steiger
that
believed that he could determine someone's star person potential, whether they were
by
a star seed or
doing a
the
solo.
lame one that no one wants to get, star helper. You can actually fill out a questionnaire and send it to Steiger's email address or physically mail it so that he can personally analyze your answers. Normal amount. Okay, nice try, Michelle. I know which result that answer will get me. One test required me to turn on my laptop camera and scan my palm, advertised a Starseed Ultra Pack at me, whatever the that is, then hit me with a paywall. Great. Another quote-unquote business expense I'll inevitably have to explain to the IRS. Like everything else in this godforsaken world, I also had to download an app to see my results. After waiting 10 minutes, because apparently that is the exact amount of time it takes for someone to decide what my soul mission, my entire life's purpose is, my are often the focal point of their appearance. Okay, that's pretty sick, except according to the 3 other
Are there any
sites, I'm
bookshelves
also an
here?
Andromedan
I don't
starseed,
think so.
Assyrian starseed, Animantocan
Where would I
starseed.
even
really
find a
tried
bookshelf
to answer as
here?
honestly as I could, and some of the tests had identical questions. I guess I'm just spatially ambiguous.
And I'm done already. That was quick. Let me go to this machine.
Pre-delivery on these apples.
Yep, we all have that one-day idea. Bring yours to life online with Hostinger. Make a move, and let success follow you. Hostinger, turn one day into day one.
I'll just take this band-aid then.
Got it.
Divided and divorced by decades from its sketchy roots, there's still something that feels a little uncomfortable to me about the more modernized interpretation of starseeds. The core idea remains that there are innately special people with special abilities, more spiritually evolved than those around them, literally built different. The not like other humans final boss. Even today, with so many different races to choose from, Pleiadian still seems like a really popular flavor. Don't think about that too much. And let's not forget this entire history lesson I just tricked you into listening to was triggered by a few words casually snuck into songs about ignoring the haters. And were there others like Shannon hiding in plain sight? Where does light language and this kidney healing sound fit into all this?
Oh, that is Astro. Whoa.
The average person seeing these clips out of context on their For You page might just assume that it's brain rot content and keep scrolling. But something about it felt immediately familiar to me. The Christian practice of speaking in tongues was introduced in the New Testament book of Acts as tongues of fire descending on the heads of the apostles, allowing them to speak in other languages. 1 Corinthians describes it as one of many spiritual gifts active in the early church and has controversially continued in certain denominations.
Wow.
God forbid a white boy
Where did you come from?
As it turns out, my first impression wasn't too far off.
Is light language the same as speaking in tongues? Yes, light language is the same. Light language is a healing, and it allows us to unlock our divine DNA.
But this is beyond divine connection. This is claiming actual change on a genetic level just by saying a bunch of nothing and moving your hands around a lot. I literally do that for a living. Why do I still feel like shit? If you want to get in on this, Sasha offers a starseed sound healing ceremonial
Don't tell anybody.
program where you can sit in a candlelit Urban Outfitters wearing matching white hats with everyone else who paid $3,000 to school. Temple of the Rose Serpent, a 9-month immersive mystery school. Yoni de-armoring, private throat activation. Funny. Don't threaten me with a good time. Patterson, starseed, frequency mentor, and founder of what she refers to as light codes. TM.
Have you always been curious about light language? Wanted to learn more about energetics in the fifth dimension? And you wanted to break through from your current level of dimension of where you're at? If you get finally activated, you'll get everything that you want. I have created the most comprehensive light language modality in the world.
Natalie was the first starseed I'd encountered to mention 5D. The general idea, as I understand it, is that we humans typically live in a very limited material 3D.
Okay, that's just someone.
Why? Because it's literally like for the future. And there's more money. The energetics is way better to we want to do it. It's sexy, it's freaky, it's funky. I love it.
To master your energetic frequency and become how to make money, hold on. One of her virtual events is actually happening the day this video comes out. Channeled guidance and multi-dimensional light code transmissions valued at over $8,000, but she's selling this group Zoom call for only $88? My God, she's practically giving it away. If you have poor person energy and can't afford even these generously discounted prices, she does have some free resources on her YouTube channel. 7-figure light language. Join Nat in this trance-like state while she transmits powerful light codes.
This transmission is going to go into your cellular memory to activate you, and what happens is
Sadly, guys, I don't have any more time to record right now, so I think I'll end the video here.
Next several minutes of this video
Well,
go
if you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.